Love in the Spotlight, the tragic unraveling of Korea's most talked-about triangle, Joong-ki, Song Hye-kyo, and Lee Min-ho. In the ever-glittering world of Korean entertainment, the line between fiction and reality often blurs. Fans are swept up in whirlwind romances, tearful breakups, and dazzling red carpet reunions. Yet, every now and then, a story comes along that isn't scripted, a genuine twist of fate that captures hearts across Asia and beyond. This time, it centers around three of Korea's brightest stars, Joong-ki, Song Hye-kyo, and Lee Min-ho. What began as whispers quickly erupted into a public drama full of emotion, secrets, and soul-searching. Here's how everything unfolded, and why it's reshaping how we understand love in the limelight. The quiet breakup that hid a storm. Years ago, Joong-ki and Song Hye-kyo were hailed as a golden couple. Their fairy-tale romance, sparked on-screen in the hit drama Descendants of the Sun, translated into real-life marriage, giving fans hope that true love exists even in the chaos of stardom. But after a brief period of marital bliss, they separated quietly, offering little explanation. No scandal. No accusations. Just silence. At the time, fans were puzzled but respectful. Public statements were vague, pointing to personal differences and irreconcilable paths. The media moved on, but the curiosity never really died. What really happened behind closed doors? Why would two people who seemed so perfect for each other go their separate ways so suddenly? The bombshell confession. That dormant curiosity exploded back into the public sphere when Joong-ki made an unexpected appearance on a late-night talk show to promote his upcoming film. When the host asked about his views on love and loss, Joong-ki initially smiled. But then, the atmosphere shifted. His expression grew solemn, and his voice dropped in volume. People always assumed there was betrayal, he said. But it wasn't that. We just wanted different things. I wanted a family. She wanted more time, more films. That was the moment I realized I was no longer part of her dream. The audience was stunned. The host struggled to respond. And within hours, every major outlet in Korea and abroad was quoting the confession. It wasn't a smear or a bitter attack, it was a revelation. A tender, heartbreaking truth that challenged the public's long-held assumptions. The timing that changed everything. What made Joong-ki's confession even more impactful was its timing. Just weeks earlier, rumors had been swirling around Song Hye-kyo and Lee Min-ho. The two had been spotted together at a high-profile charity gala in Milan. They were photographed sharing smiles, attending dinner, and walking alongside one another in moments too intimate to ignore. Dispatch, Korea's leading celebrity watchdog, soon dropped a bomb of its own. They've been seeing each other privately for months, an insider claimed. Fans reacted with a mix of excitement and disbelief. On paper, it made sense. Both stars were single, successful, and had undeniable chemistry. But Joong-ki's statement forced everyone to reevaluate this budding romance. Did Lee Min-ho know the real reason behind her divorce? Would he be comfortable with her choosing career over family? Love without villains. The fascinating part of this entire saga is that there are no clear villains. There's no betrayal, no manipulation. Just diverging paths and unspoken expectations. Joong-ki's words weren't accusatory, they carried sorrow, not resentment. I don't regret loving her, he added. I regret thinking that love alone would be enough to change what she truly wanted. Thousands of netizens echoed his sentiment online, calling it heartbreak at its most human. Others praised him for being respectful, for not exposing private details, and for honoring the relationship rather than destroying it. However, the conversation soon turned to Lee Min-ho. Was he blindsided? Should Song Hye-kyo have told him more about her past? Or is it unfair to expect someone to carry their former marriage into a new love? The man in the middle. Amidst the frenzy, Lee Min-ho remained eerily silent. No statements, no interviews, no Instagram posts, just a digital absence that only fueled speculation. Had the confession changed his feelings? Was he having second thoughts? Close sources later revealed that Lee had been planning to go public with the relationship after Hye-kyo finished filming her current drama. He had even coordinated a couple's shoot with a luxury fashion brand in Paris. But now, everything was on hold. He's taking time to process what this means, said one insider. It's not about judgment. It's about understanding if their dreams still align. Then came the letter. 3 days after Joong-ki's appearance, Lee Min-ho posted a handwritten note to his fan cafe. It was calm, poetic, and filled with emotional complexity. "When you begin to love someone," he wrote, "you don't ask for guarantees. You hope for honesty, not just about the present, but about the past that shaped the person you're holding." He didn't name names, but he didn't have to. The message was clear. He was shaken, unsure, but still full of care. A woman's truth. While the two men navigated the emotional aftermath publicly, fans waited anxiously to hear from Song Hye-kyo. Her agency issued a brief message requesting privacy. But then, something unexpected happened. She appeared at a prestigious film award ceremony, walking the red carpet in a simple ivory gown, alone, understated, and visibly contemplative. When a reporter dared to ask about Joong-ki's recent comments, she paused. The crowd held its breath. Then she spoke. "I've spent years hiding behind polite answers. Today, I'll just be real. I didn't leave a marriage. I left a life that didn't feel like mine. I loved Joong-ki deeply, but I wasn't ready to be someone's wife, someone's mother, not when I was still learning who I was beyond the spotlight." It was raw. It was honest. And it split the internet in two. Many praised her courage, calling her a beacon of female autonomy in an industry that often punishes women for choosing themselves. Others accused her of selfishness, questioning her timing and her motives. But one thing was clear: she had spoken her truth. A pause, not a breakup. The final twist came when Dispatch released photos taken months earlier in Tokyo. In the images, Song Hye-kyo and Lee Min-ho were walking hand in hand along a quiet river, laughing under cherry blossoms. The moment was pure, peaceful, and full of promise. But now, it belonged to the past. According to insiders, the couple has decided to take time apart, not necessarily to break up, but to reflect on what they truly want. "It's not that they don't love each other," said one source. "It's that love sometimes isn't enough to erase who you are or what you need to become on your own." The real story. In the end, this wasn't a scandal. It was a story of real people making real choices. Song Joong-ki, the gentle realist who wanted a family. Song Hye-kyo, the unapologetic dreamer who chose self-discovery. And Lee Min-ho, the romantic caught between love and the past that shadows it. No one lied. No one cheated. But they were all changed. Perhaps years from now, someone will ask, what really happened between them? And the answer will be heartbreakingly simple. They loved. But they didn't arrive at love at the same time.